We live in a world that tells us purpose is something you have to hunt down. We are told to search for it in careers, in accolades, in external wealth, or in the validation of others. We run ourselves dry trying to create a destiny from scratch. But in the framework of the ancient African cosmology, this is a profound illusion. You do not find your purpose. You do not invent it. Your purpose was agreed upon before your feet ever touched the earthly soil. In the Bantu or the universal African traditions, you are not a random incident of biology. You are an extension of the divine source, the infinite life force that emanates all things. Before you were incarnated into the physical body, your soul stood before the Creator in your lineage. You chose your specific assignment, your unique gifts, and the lessons your spirit needed to evolve. When you feel lost or stagnant or disconnected, it is not because you lack purpose. It is simply because there are too much noise obscuring the blueprint that already is written into your DNA. You don't need to look forward to find out who you are. You need to look back and inwards and remember. To understand how to align with the pre-chosen blueprint, you have to understand the fabric of your existence. In our traditions, you are never walking alone. You are the physical manifestation of thousands of ancestors who came before you. Your blood is not just fluid, it is the energetic library. It contains the wisdom, the victories, the unfiltered dreams, and the spiritual mandates of your entire lineage. Your ancestors are not dead. They have simply transitioned into a higher state of consciousness, acting as a primary guardian, guides, and advocates in the unseen realm. When you are out of alignment with your purpose, you often feel a deep, unexplained restlessness. This restlessness is not an anxiety. It is a gentle spiritual nudge from your guides. It is your ancestors shaking you to awake because the path you are currently walking is too small for the destiny you have invested into. Alignment begins the moment you acknowledge the connection. True purpose is never entirely selfish. In the Western individualism, purpose is about how do I make a name for myself? In African spirituality, purpose is anchored in Ubuntu, the understanding that your elevation is bound up in the elevation of your family, your community, and your lineage. When you step into your true assignment, you are not just building a life, you are healing generational wounds and unlocking doors that were closed to those who walked before you. How do you begin to hear the instructions of your guide? How do you access the internal blueprint? The The answer lies in the universal spiritual law, purification. You cannot receive a high frequency divine instructions when you are physically or environmentally chaotic. Your body is the temple, the antenna through which your ancestors and the divine source communicate with you. If the antenna is corrupted by heavy artificial energies, the signal will always be distorted. Why is aligning with your purpose requires you to enter what we call purification? For example, look at what you are consuming. The modern world feeds us processed sugar, heavy stimulants, artificial chemicals, and constant digital noises. These things are designed to keep your nervous system in a state of perpetual fight or flight. They cloud your intuition and numb your spiritual senses. To clear the channel, you must return to the earth. Strip away the artificial. Transitioning your body to a clean, nature-based diet. Unrefined starches, clean water, and fresh fruits from the soil. When you feed your body a single ingredient food from the earth, you are consuming the pure vitality of the divine source. Your mind becomes sharp, your sleep becomes deep, and your dreams become more vivid with clear messages instead of chaotic fragments. Purification also applies to your space. Clear out the clutter. Minimize the external distraction. Spend time in intentional silence, especially in the early hours of the dawn when the veil between the physical and the spiritual world is the thinnest. Walk barefoot on the earth to ground your energy. When you quiet the world, the voices of your spirit becomes a roar. Once you cleanse the vessel, the universe will begin to speak to you in the language of the spirit, through your dreams, through your intuitions, and through synchronities. In African spirituality, dreams are not just psychological processing. They are the literal boardroom where your soul meets your guides. When you are aligned with your purpose, your dreams will change. You may dream of water, clear streams indicating a spiritual cleansing and an opening path. You may dream of shoes, symbolizing the foundation and the preparation of your new journey. You may dream of snakes, signaling a profound shedding of your old skin into a spiritual rebirth. You may dream of people from your past, showing you exactly what energetic cords you need to cut before you move forward. Do not ignore these messages. Keep a record of them. The divine source does not drop a full roadmap in front of you all at once. You are given a stepping stone at a time. Alignment requires trust. It requires you to act on small, intuitive nudges you receive daily, even when they don't look or they don't make logical sense to your outside world. If you feel a sudden strong pull to start a small creative project, to change your environment, or to study traditional wisdom, follow it. That pull is the infinite life force stretching itself through you, wanting to express itself into the physical world. Alignment is not a one-time event. It is a daily practice. It is a commitment to honor the source within you every single day. Begin your mornings by acknowledging the Creator in your lineage. Speak the words of gratitude into the air before you look at your phone screen. Pour a simple libation of clear water if you feel cold, asking your guides to clear your eyes so you can see the path, and to steady your feet so you can walk with courage. Remember who you are. You are the answer to an ancient prayer. You are the culmination of 1,000 generations of resilience, wisdom, and divine design. The confusion you feel right now is just a shell breaking open so a seed can grow. Step out of the noise. Cleanse your vessel. Listen to the quiet whispers of your soul and walk boldly into the assignment you were born to fulfill. Hello, my name is Dipuo, voice of the ancestors. When ancestors talk, protect your energy, honor your roots, and stay aligned to the divine wisdom within you.